It's make or break day here at Central Oahu Regional Park. You win, you go on. You lose, you go home. Welcome in, folks, to today's broadcast of the 33rd Annual Roll Boys Baseball Tournament. San Diego taking on the Iolani baseball team from West Oahu, Hawaii. Hello again, everybody. Count McClure joining me, folks, here this morning and afternoon. Here from Central Oahu Regional Park. Another great day here on the island. Dylan Wanamaker leading off, folks. Now, unfortunately, if you're tracking us here on Game Changer, we do not have the lineup just yet for West Oahu, so we will do our best here to fill that in later. First pitch of the ball game is low for ball one. This game is underway here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. San Diego is 4-0 in the tournament. They have already sewn up their group and will move on to the playoff round tomorrow. Next pitch in there for a called strike 1-1. Now, the only thing to determine here is who will they play tomorrow. It will depend on the winner of the group next to them, which the schedule, what we have heard, is favoring the team from Mexico, perhaps. Wanamaker shoots this one in the air down the left field line. That'll fall in for a base hit. Leadoff man aboard here for San Diego. Leadoff single, and that brings up Nolan Garcia to the plate. Forgot to post a link on Twitter. So Nolan Garcia at the plate. All I'm doing right now, if you can hear the pounding on the keyboard, I'm just tweeting out the link to a few people. First pitch is fouled off for strike one, 0-1. Top one, no score, just underway here from Central Oahu Regional Park. Up to first base, not in time. Wanamaker back in plenty of time. This one is hit towards short. Shortstop up with it, flips to second for one. Back to first in time for the double play. So the ground ball out there. 6-4-3 double play for the first two outs of the inning. Just tweeting again, folks. If you hear that pounding on the keyboard, don't worry. I'm just here sending the broadcast link to a few friends of mine on Twitter. First pitch to Jake Van Way in there for a called strike. No balls, one strike. Next pitch also in there for a called strike. The count now quickly on Jake goes to no balls and two strikes. This one is missing low, so the count now one ball and two strikes. Just polishing up a few things here on my Twitter feed right now. We'll get to all of our social media interaction info in just a moment. This one is cut on and missed for strike three, so Van Way goes down. No runs and one hit on the inning. No errors. We're through a half inning here from the Corp. No score.
Where was it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any reference of who these guys are?
That. All right, folks, so with that, we will get to our game interaction ways here, the ways you can get involved with our broadcast here. There's a couple of ways you can get involved on Twitter, actually on Facebook, Twitter, or in the actual broadcast. And you folks can find the link on Facebook. If you're friends with me on Facebook, the link has already been tweeted, has been already been sent out there on Facebook. You guys can also tweet into me. My handle is at KalanoMac3. That is at KALANO Mac with the number 3. If you decide to tweet, please use the hashtag WBB2014, hashtag WBB2014. And up and running, we assume, would be our live Q&A box. Now, again, with that box, folks, you should be seeing in the bottom left corner of your screen. If so, if not, you should be able to click on that box if it is visible on the broadcast. Click on that, and it will redirect you to a Google Plus page where you can actually ask us questions, have comments, and it will be read aloud on the broadcast. So again, Facebook, Twitter, or the live Q&A lobby. Now, unfortunately, folks, we do not have a roster here, or numbers at least, for the West Oahu team. We have names but no numbers, and we have no lineup card here in front of us. So with that, we will just go by the numbers on their jerseys here. Cannon Romero is the pitcher here for San Diego. Here's the pitch. This one is fouled off to the backstop, 0-1. So the pitch on the way, that misses outside for a ball. We'll give you the Team USA defensive alignment here momentarily. And the pitch on the way. This is hit up the middle. That will get through for a base hit. So leadoff man aboard here for West Oahu. So that brings up number 8 to the plate again, folks. We have the names of the players. Only problem, no numbers. So we can't really mix and match who's up and who's doing what here for the West Oahu side. We were actually today not given a lineup for West Oahu today. So leadoff man aboard here. Now, there is a added incentive here for the game today. Now, we know that San Diego is already in the tournament playoffs tomorrow, regardless of the outcome for them today. Pitch in there for a call strike. West Oahu has to win this game today, because if they do fail to win and the team from Korea wins, Korea would leapfrog West Oahu for the top spot in that group and would play in the playoffs tomorrow. Again, out of the 12 teams, only 4 qualify, 1 from each group, as the pickup to first base is not in time. So this is really pretty much desperation time here for West Oahu. A win and a loss by Korea, you're in. Anything other than a win, well, you're basically out of it for this year's tournament. 0-1 pitch on the way. This is hit in the air to shallow right. Catch made out there by Victor Lopez for out number 1. So number 11 now comes to the plate here for West Oahu. No score, bottom 1, just underway here from the Corp. Field A1. Beautiful day here once more here. Sunny, light breeze, some clouds like it has been for the past 5 games. First pitch, this is hit in the air down the first base line, and it is Peyton giving chase, and this ball bounces off the fence and will be a foul ball. Oh, 1 count, 1 away. Hey, folks, join us here this morning or afternoon on the Callan for YouTube channel. We will have coverage of the playoffs tomorrow. Tomorrow is the final day of the tournament, with the teams leaving the islands on Friday, or in my case, leaving on Saturday for the mainland. This one is low and away for ball 1, 1-1. If anyone out there is wondering, I'll be flying out of Honolulu on Saturday night, flying into Seattle, and then we'll take a flight from Seattle back to San Diego. This pitch is outside for ball 2, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away, man on first, no score, bottom 1 here. Cal McClurg once more in the exposed sunlight here behind home plate, where today I've gone from having no chair today having a chair with no table. Luckily enough, Dylan Wanamaker's parents were kind enough to let me borrow their cooler to sort of be my table setup for the day. Called strike 2-2 the count now. And if John Owens, my esteemed colleague with the Force, is watching, we'll have to add another chapter to our book about the pros and cons of covering collegiate, or at least covering summer baseball. This one is fouled off to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count remains here. Man on first base, still 1 out. 2-2 pitch. This is lit in the air again to shallow right. Lopez coming on, still coming on. He dives, and the ball drops. Long run out there for Lopez. Throw back into second base on time, so the ball falls in there for a single. Long run there for the right fielder, Lopez. Tough play for him to get, so the ball falls in. So first and second now for West Oahu. Threatening here early in this inning. That brings up number 22 to the plate. Again, folks, we apologize, but again, we have the names of the players, yes, but we have no matching uniform numbers. First and second, 1 away. Here's the pitch on the way from Romero, stopped in the dirt by the catcher today, Bailey Link, for ball 1, 1-0. First and second, 1 away. 1-0 the count. One of pitch misses away for ball 2, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. That misses low for ball 3, so the count now goes to 3-0 here on the batter for West Oahu. After the Korea game on Sunday, San Diego has not trailed in any game since game 1. They have led all the games since that first game with Korea. They're in a unusual spot right now as that pitch goes in there for a called strike. 3-1 the count now, where they have not really had to face that adversity of having to make a comeback as of late. Again, they had to, the first game though against Korea, they were down all day. They had tied it numerous times before they finally went ahead for good, and then since that 7th inning they have been ahead of every team since that inning, as this curveball misses low for ball 4. So now the bases are loaded with only 1 out still, and that brings up number 66 to the plate here for West Oahu, and now we're going to have a timeout called here by the home plate umpire.
Oh, we'll get him.
So bases loaded, 1 away.
Nice and easy. Let's go.
And again, very, very unfamiliar territory here for San Diego. They have not had to face this sort of a situation early in a game in quite some time, and we'll get to more about that in just a moment here. First pitch in there for a called strike, going 1. Again, I brought up that point, though, about San Diego not facing a situation like this. And again, ever since that last inning against Korea where they finally went ahead and won that game 6-5, they have not trailed in the game since then. This pitch is hit in the air towards shallow right. That'll fall in front for a base hit. Throw home is going to be right on time, and they are going to call him safe at the plate. So the throw appeared to be there in time, and now Mark Wilson. The throw was right on time, yes, but it appeared as if the throw, I think, was mishandled by the catcher Link. It was right simultaneously, runner to the plate, ball also in time. So I'm not going to win that verdict as well, but a nice stop, though, by Link. But the ball, I think, was fumbled a little bit, though, by the catcher. But it wasn't good timing, though, when the ball and the base runner met right at the same time. So with that, West Oahu takes the early 1-0 lead here. So the next pitch is low, or first pitch actually is low for ball 1. So a little looping base hit falls in, but the throw from Victor Lopez was right there. The only tough part, though, runner and ball meet at the same time. So here's the 1-0 pitch. This is missing low for ball 2, 2-0. So 2-0 count here. And for the first time since game 1, San Diego does find themselves trailing early 1-0. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 count, 1 away. Bases remain loaded here for West Oahu. Here's the pitch. Outside corner in there for a called strike. Count now goes to 2-2. Bases remain loaded here for West Oahu with only 1 away. 2-2 pitch. This is high for ball 3. Count now runs full, 3-2. Nowhere to put the base runner here for Romero, who's had a bit of a rough first inning here. 23 pitch inning so far for Cannon Romero. 3-2 count, 1 away, bases full. And the full count pitch. This is hit towards, going to bounce off the mound. They'll get the out at first as that one ricocheted off of Romero. So the ground out brings in another run here for West Oahu. It goes 1-4-6 on the put, 1-4-3, I should say, on the put out. Out is recorded, but it's now 2-0 West Oahu leading. So number 21 now coming to the plate here for West Oahu. 2-0 now. They lead. And in case you're wondering at home, this, by the way, is the largest deficit faced so far by San Diego this whole tournament is 2. Pitch outside for ball 1. 2-0's our score here in favor of West Oahu. This pitch is hit in the air down the right field line. This ball will fall in fair territory for a base hit, just on the line. So going the other way here is West Oahu. So a 2-out base hit down the first base line, and it's now 3-0 in favor of West Oahu. Well, I did say, though, that this is a must-win game here for West Oahu, and they certainly are playing like it here early in the first inning. Desperation time here for the West Oahu team. First and third now 2 away, 3-0 in favor of West Oahu. 4-hit inning as well here for these guys. This pitch is missing low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away, and it's 3-0 West Oahu. Bottom 1 here still, though. Plenty of time to come back here. Here's the pitch. That fastball is in there for a called strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Oahu leading San Diego, bottom 1 here. And the pitch on the way. This is hit back up the middle towards second. And it'll be smothered by the second baseman, Rosario. And he will flip to second base to end the inning. But before West Oahu does tack on a few runs here in the bottom half of the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits in the inning, no errors. 1 full complete. It is 3-0 West Oahu leading San Diego. We'll take a break and come back here on the Calum Mac 94 YouTube channel. Top 2 getting underway, and San Diego finds himself in uncharted territory since Game 1 of the tournament. They find themselves trailing for the first time since Game 1 versus Korea. They're down 3-0. 3 runs in the inning on 4 hits for West Oahu. So far, no runs, 1 hit for San Diego. Top 2 here. Just a couple of base hits that fell in there for West Oahu. Now, again, folks, a reminder that San Diego is already in for the playoff round tomorrow. But it's West Oahu who needs to win this game again. We mentioned at the top of the broadcast that West Oahu needs a win here versus San Diego in a loss by Korea to win their pool to move on and take the 4th and final spot in the playoff round tomorrow at Hawaii Pacific University. The first pitch is Ryan Lovato in there for a called strike. We'll get to all the stipulations and scenarios in a moment here. Next pitch misses outside for ball 1, 1-1. So San Diego, with their 4-0 record, have already clinched their group, so they're already going to be moving on, as is Japan and Mexico Rojo. The only spot left is either Korea or the West Oahu side of the story. 1 ball and 2 strikes, no one out, top 2 here. Cal McClure joining you folks here from behind home plate. 1-2 pitch to Lovato is on the way, but it's breaking ball. It's swung on a miss for strike 3, but it's dropped. The throw down to first base will be just in time of the base runner for the first out of the inning. So it goes 2-3 on the put out for the first out of the inning. That brings up Bailey Link to the plate. Link and then Victor Lopez, who last inning made a great throw to the plate. Looked to be in time, but it was ball, then base runner. Guess who wins? Base runner knocks the ball loose. And the run scored to make it 1-0 in favor of West Oahu before they tacked on 2 more. First pitch to Link, low for ball 1-1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Link. This one is low. 2 balls and no strikes, 1 away. Again, I mentioned also, real quick as well, that yesterday for the broadcast, we had our normal broadcast table here, as this one is chopped to the mound on the 2-0 pitch and on to first in time for the out for the second out of the inning. So with 2 away now, that brings up Victor Lopez to the plate. But what I was getting to real quick here, folks, is yesterday I had my table yesterday, but did not have a folding chair to sit in. So I was doing the game on top of the electrical box behind me yesterday, where today it's vice versa. I have a chair today, but no table. And again, lucky enough to have a few parents that were able to sort of donate their cooler so I can have something to put my laptop on for today's game. Here's the first pitch to Victor Lopez, fastball for a called strike. And again, I mentioned about my esteemed colleague, John Owens, who is the play-by-play voice of the San Diego Force back in the States. We were jokingly going to write a book about the pros and cons of covering the Force over the summer because it's summer collegiate baseball, and we have done some wacky things on our broadcast as far as trivia with myself or my other good colleague out there, Chris Davis, who's probably watching the game today, to where John told me a story that he was doing a Force game up in Compton as the pitch is kind of missed for strike three. Lopez retired, so the inning comes to a close with nothing done here for San Diego. But to finish my thought here, John told me a story when he was calling a game up at the RBI, or the Major League Baseball Urban Academy up there in Compton. He had to call the game with all of his broadcast equipment on top of a trash can. So we've done some pretty weird things to bring people baseball games, whether it's broadcasting from trash cans or, in my case, they're calling games from the middle of the walkway here behind home plate in the exposed sunlight here at the Corp on top of someone's cooler. So we've done some pretty strange things you can sort of say to bring people to games, but you know what? It's all for the love of the game, for the love of the job as well. Again, folks, if you want to get involved here with the broadcast, again, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, or live Q&A here again. You guys can either go to the World Boys Baseball Tournament group page to find the link, or go to my personal Facebook page to find the link to the broadcast. You guys can also tweet me in on Twitter at KalanoMac3, at K-A-L-A-N-O, Mac with the number 3, and please use the hashtag WBB2014. We'll take questions, comments, concerns about the broadcast. And if you guys are watching live right now on the broadcast feed, you guys should be able to have the black box open in the bottom left corner of your screen for live Q&A lobby mentions. We'll take questions, comments, and concerns on the game broadcast as well. All right, bottom two going to get set to get underway here for today's game. We have actually been told, folks, this is actually the Aulani baseball team, not West Oahu, so some confusion on a few people's parts of who it was. So we will adjust that for you folks in just a moment here. This pitch is low for ball 1-0. So we will fix that real quick. Again, we were not really told. We were told there was one deal and another deal, so just a little minor hiccup there that we've had, so we'll adjust that for you folks here on the broadcast feed here. If you're watching on the webcast here, or at least watching our game tracker here, this one's in there for a called strike. So check that. It's actually Aulani, not West Oahu playing, but they are from that side of the island, though. This pitch is on the way. This is fouled off to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We never did mention our game time temperature, folks, by the way, today here at the Corp. And the temperature today right now is currently 84 degrees. And again, the scattered clouds throughout the ballpark here and the light breeze coming through once more. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This is away for ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-0 Aulani baseball. Not West Oahu, Aulani baseball leading San Diego here. Probably heard the generous fan coming over to just say, hey, it's this name, not this name. So thank you for that. This pitch is hit in the air to deep left field, giving chase to the left fielder, going back, and the ball falls in over his head. Lovato misjudges the baseball as it's hit over his head. And the ball will be flown back in, and it is a leadoff double here. It is not an error. It was not touched by the outfielder. So it's now the top of the order here for Aulani. That is their 5th hit of the ball game here. So again, as we said here again, Aulani coming in here knowing that they have to win this game to at least keep their hopes of the playoffs tomorrow alive. They are coming out here and came out swinging here early and often here in this first 2 innings here of the ball game today. First pitch on the way. This is going to be hit foul. No balls and 1 strike. Three 0 Aulani leads. We were under the impression, again, folks, that this was the West Oahu team, but again, when there's 3 different Hawaii teams here, you kind of lose track of who it is. And again, we do thank the generous fan of the Aulani team that said, hey, dude, just want to let you know it's Aulani playing today, not West Oahu. Pitch outside for ball 1-1-1. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for San Diego. 3-5-0 for Alani. And again, tomorrow is the final day. Tomorrow is the championship round here of the tournament. This pitch is bunted in the air, but no one in sight for San Diego. So the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes here on the batter, number 14 again, folks. We'll say it one more time. And again, we have numbers, no names, though. Or I should say names, but no numbers matching with any of the players here for Alani. And again, this is the first time since Game 1 back on Sunday afternoon here at the Corp where San Diego has trailed in a ball game. When they were down all day till the top of the 7th inning against Korea. Never could get ahead. They tied up but couldn't get ahead till that last half inning. They put 3 on the board and since then had never trailed until today's first inning. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball high and away for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two count, 1 away. No one out, actually, I should say. Man on second base. 2-2 pitch. This is going to be cued off the end of the bat and going foul. Now, once more, folks, going to reiterate here again that San Diego, regardless of the outcome here, is already in. They've already sewn up and clinched and already sprayed the Dr. Pepper all over themselves for winning their group. So they're already in. But again, this is more so on Alani. They have to win this ball game here to keep their hopes of the championship round tomorrow alive. Should they somehow lose today and Korea wins their ball game today, they will hop, skip, and a jump over Alani for the top spot in that group. We will again kind of reiterate that scenario for the remainder of the day today. Here's the pitch. This one is swung on and missed for strike 3, but the out has to be recorded first. Link finishes the job at first base for the first out of the inning. No advancement from the runner on second. And he will adjust that real quick. So 1 away now here for Alani. Now that brings up number 8 to the plate here, the number 2 hitter for Alani. Man on second base, still 1 away. And the first pitch, that misses away for ball 1, 1-0. Romero's already up to 42 pitches here through 1 1/3 innings of work here. He worked really hard in that bottom half of the inning. He gave up the 3 runs in the 4 hits there, and also threw at least 25 pitches in that first inning. The 1-0 pitch. Runner going off second throw on third base will be late, not in time. Base runner there by a couple of steps. So stolen base awarded there for Alani, and now Alani has a chance here to go up 4 now on. And time will be called here by Link, and now we'll have a bit of a minor meeting of the minds here between the catcher, pitcher, and the middle infielders here for San Diego. They have brought the infield in here. Nothing. Alani 1 out in their favor. Infield again drawn in here. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 away the count. 2-0 pitch on the way. That floats in there for a called strike, 2-1. 2-1 the count. Man on third. And Alani leads 3-0. Next pitch, missing inside for ball 3, 3-1. We will also, or correct that, folks, it's actually ball 4. Missed the pitch there. We will, by the way, folks, we will also fix that little error on the webcast, too, where it says versus West Oahu. We'll change that after the ball game here to San Diego versus Alani. So here's the first pitch. This one is fouled down the first baseline. First and third here with one away. We have been informed by Fernando Garcia, the headband from Fresno, that with Mexico and Fresno being 2-2, this pool is still up for grabs. So the pool between Mexico, Rojo, and Fresno is still pretty much alive as well. So still got some races to go here on the last day of the opening round of the tournament for the title round tomorrow. A one pitch on the way. That one is a bit outside for ball one. Runner now going off of second base on the delayed steal. No attempt there, so the stolen base awarded here to stay out of a double play. So second and third now for Alani with one away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away the count. So some teams are still very much alive here for tomorrow. That next pitch is way high and smothered, luckily by Link. The pitch way over his head, was able to climb the ladder and pull that pitch down. The count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Still 1 out, and again, once more, the San Diego infield is drawn in on the grass, looking for that X to 2 to 3 double play here to end the inning here and relieve some of the damage and some of the pressure here. 2-1 pitch. That is low for ball 3, so the count now 3 balls and 1 strike, and Romero has hit 50 pitches already, and only in 1 1/3 innings here so far today. 3-1 count. And the 3-1 pitch on the way. That is low for ball 4. And with that, the bases have become loaded once more here for Alani. And Bill McClurg will call time to talk to Romero, who his pitch count today so far, 51 pitches, 27 strikes. He threw 29 in inning 1. So far here, 22. So it has not been a very good day so far for Cannon Romero right now on the mound. So that's the first visit of the ball game by either side. Three nothing is the score here. So the conference on the mound over with. Bases loaded, 1 away here. Great chance here for Alani to blow this game open. This one misses away for ball 1, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, and still 1 out. Bases are loaded here for Alani. Corners are up for San Diego. Middle infield playing back. Looking for any way possible to get that double play to the end of the inning here. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now.
Now they're really squeezing me about the table.
1 ball and 1 strike with 1 away. Romero's 1-1 pitch. This is hit back to the mound. They'll go 1. They'll go to 2. They'll go to 3 for that 1-2-3 Lawrence Welk Orchestra leading double play to end the inning. ABC 1-2-3. Inning comes to a close. That was a big outs I should say, for San Diego, relieving the pressure there of getting that bases loaded jam, and they get that 1-2-3 double play to end the second inning of play. No runs, the 1 hit, no errors in the inning. Through 2 full here at the Corp. It's 3-0 Alani baseball leading San Diego here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the third, getting set to get underway here at Field A1 here at Central Oahu Regional Park. 3-0 Alani leading San Diego. Luke Arias scheduled to lead off here for San Diego. Arias, Rosario, Romero. 7, 8, 9 batters here getting their first cracks of the day. A big, massively huge 1-2-3 pitcher to catcher to first base double play as the first pitch is hit towards third by Arias. Throw to first base is beautifully scooped over at first base. Beautiful play over there by the first baseman for Alani. Beautiful play. So it goes 5-3 for the first out of the inning. That brings up Anthony Rosario to the plate. Top three, it's 3-0 Alani leading. No runs and still one hit for San Diego. Alani with 3 runs on 5 hits with no errors. First pitch hacking is Rosario, missing for strike 1, 0-1. Next pitch is also swung on, missed by Anthony. It's now no balls and 2 strikes. Cannon Romero, the pitcher, waiting on deck. 0-2 pitch on the way. This one is fouled into the glove of the catcher. 4 strike 3. Rosario retired. There's 2 away. And that brings up Cannon Romero to the plate. The only hit so far belongs to the man on deck, Dylan Wanamaker, who had the leadoff single back in the first inning. So far, nothing since for San Diego through the 2 2/3 innings played so far. Romero pitch on the way. That one missing high outside for ball 1-1-0. Still plenty of time left here for San Diego. Third inning, they're only down 3. Bats haven't quite woken up just yet, but that's how it was when they played Korea first game. The next pitch is cued off the fist out to shallow left, and the left fielder coming in to call up the shortstop to record the out, and that ends the inning. So no damage done at all. No runs, no hits, no errors, basically nothing done in that top of the third. Bottom 3 coming up. Still 3-0 Alani leading. Taking a break and coming back here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel, so don't go away. Bottom 3 set to get underway here from Field A1 here at Central Oahu Regional Park. Welcome back to the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Cal McClure joining you folks here from behind home plate in the exposed sunlight here. Cannon Romero back out on the mound here. 54 pitches in all in tow here. 3-0 Alani baseball leads San Diego. The first pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike 0-1. All 3 runs for Alani in the bottom half of the first inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one is hit to third. Nice play at third base. And the throw to first in time to record the first up. Beautiful play over there by Jake Van Way for the first out of the inning. First pitch is low for ball one to the next batter here, number 5 for Alani. Fernando Garcia again on Facebook in the group, who's the head coach and the leader of the Fresno team, says, although it's a long shot for us and it's a great tourney, it has been. Great job, committee, Mark, Bill, Dave, Vic, and everyone else involved. Thank you, Fernando, for the kind words. This one is grounded and lined up the middle, and a great play by the shortstop, Dylan Wanamaker, ranging over for the second out of the inning. So 2 away here for Romero, who's having a more efficient third inning here after a couple of hiccups there in the bottom half of the first inning. And tonight, folks, we are, and also, by the way, we will let you folks know, too, that there's going to be a meeting of the leaders and coaches today following all the games today, which is why we're coming to you folks a few hours earlier than we have the past 4 days, with those 12 o'clock starts here on the island and 3 o'clock back on the West Coast. They're going to have the 2015 tournament meeting tonight between all the leaders and managers and coaches of the respective 12 countries to decide where will we play the tournament next year in 2015, and possibly map out a blueprint for the 2015 and 2016 tournaments as well later on this evening. The next pitch is hit in the air to shallow right. That will fall in for a base hit. They'll come up throwing to first, and they will get the runner going to first base on the base hit. So what would have been a base hit turned into a put out at first base by Victor Lopez, who had the presence of mind to throw to first, with the base runner not quite getting there in time. So the inning does come to a close. No runs in that inning, no hits, and no errors either for the Alani side. 3 full complete, still 3-0 here, folks. We'll take another break, and we'll be right back here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Heading back into progress here as we begin playing the top half of the 4th inning. 3-0 Alani leads. Back to the top of the order finally here for San Diego, and Dylan Wanamaker leading things off. Wanamaker, Garcia, Van Way, scheduled 3 batters here for Mark Wilson's crew. 3-0 Alani leads. 3 runs in the first inning has been the difference so far to the day. San Diego's only been held to 1 towards there, but the play is recorded and the out is made for the first out of the inning. So trying to get on base any way possible. And he's retired, though, on 1 pitch to begin the inning here. That brings up Nolan Garcia. Again, we will reiterate here, folks, real quickly again, that this is not really a game of importance to San Diego. This game actually counts more so for Alani again. We said before, say it again here, as the first pitcher to Garcia is high for ball 1, 1-0. That once more again, Alani has to win this game. They must win this and hope that Korea loses their game today, and Alani would somehow move into the #1 spot for the group, as this one is chopped towards third. Going to first base also in time, so quickly 2 away here again. San Diego's just kind of going up there and just swinging at pitches right now, not really making the pitcher here, number 15, really work for his money right now. So 2 away here for Jake Van Way. But again, according to the tournament big shots and the big board here at Oahu, this one is chopped back to the mound. Van Way retired, so that will end the inning. So another 1-2-3 Scott clean inning here for Alani. Kind of putting San Diego through the cheese grater right now. 3.5 complete, still 3-0 to score here. And it's been a very, very kind of not really a somber, but very rough day so far at the office here for San Diego. Not really hitting the ball very well today like they have the past few games. So, again, sort of explain again here, folks, what's at stake here for this ball game once more. Again, this is of no real meaning / importance / kind of care about game for San Diego because they're already 4-0 and already in to the postseason party tomorrow at Hawaii Pacific University. But a few teams like Mexico Rojo from Tijuana, Alani, and Fresno, they are still battling for their postseason lives today. So the pool that Alani is in remains up for grabs. And again, we can't stress enough that, again, this is not really much of a game worth noting here for San Diego. This is more so all marbles in here for the Alani team because they need a win here to keep their hopes of a victory here and at least moving on to the next round alive. All right, back to play here. Bottom 4 getting started here at Central Oahu Regional Park, Field A1. This first pitch is hit in the air to shallow center. Ranging over is Nolan Garcia for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out here for Cannon Romero. Bottom 4, it's 3-0 Alani leading. A very, actually, folks, for the first time in a while, a pretty fast-paced game for once. I'm not one to complain about when San Diego and Korea played 2 hours and 33 minutes, or when our broadcast cut off against Hawaii Select on Sunday, or when our broadcast got stopped yesterday by broadcaster's error over here. But today has actually been one of the first games all tournament that have actually gone at a pretty quick pace today. No balls, 1 strike, 1 away. A 1 pitch on the way. That breaking ball is high for ball 1, 1-1. $3-0 Alani baseball and leading San Diego here. And what is a drastic measures game here for Alani. Must win to keep their postseason hopes here alive for tomorrow. Pitch is fouled off to the screen, so the count now goes to 1-2. Again, tomorrow, the games, what we have heard at least, are going to be played at Hans L. Orange Park, the home of the NCAA Division II PCAC Conference Hawaii Pacific University Sea Warriors tomorrow. Game times are to be determined right now at this point in time. This next pitch is hit down the line, and that goes foul, not by a lot. Not much of a effort shown by Jake Van Way at third base for that ball going down the line. $3-0 the score remains here for Alani leading. 1-2 pitch, that is high and away for ball 2, 2-2. Another gorgeous day here at the Corp. It's been actually very, very good all 5 days we've been here. Not just today, but all 5 days have been really good days here so far. That 2-2 pitch is away for ball 3, 3-2. It's been sunny. White puffy clouds all across the outfield and across the park here. Light breeze comes and goes here periodically. Full count pitch, breaking ball in there. Called strike 3. Down goes the batter for out number 2 here of the fourth, bottom half of the fourth inning. Looking over at some of the other games going on here, we got Australia Sky playing Japan right now on the field to our left behind us here at Field A3. And Field A2 has Australia Navy playing Alameda right now. Next pitch is low for ball 2, 2-0. There are games also going on as well at HPU. Here's the pitch. That's inside, but in there for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike now on the batter. In the range of 2 to 4 viewers today. So again, thank you guys very much for watching today's broadcast again like normal. 2-1 pitch, nice pitch right there for what is actually strike 3. So down goes the batter there doing the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 4 full here. Late innings coming up. San Diego trails by 3. Be back here in just a moment on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Be back here in just a moment. Top of the fifth, set to get underway here at Central Oahu Regional Park, Field A1. Ryan Lovato leading things off here. Lovato, Link Lopez, scheduled 3 here for San Diego. First pitch on the way to Lovato. He hits one high in the air to left field. Left fielder gives a bit of chase under it, though. 1 pitch and 1 out once more here. Then a broken record / recurring trend all day. Seeing 1 pitch and getting that first out of the inning. So here comes Bailey Link to the plate. Link so far on the day. Chopped out to the mound his first time up. First pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike, 1 away. 0-1 pitch. This is low and away for ball 1, 1-1. Snake Eyes here. 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 away. 1-1 pitch. And that one is a little too far inside, and for the first time in quite some time, San Diego has a base runner as Link is hit by the pitch in the lower back, so he'll jog down to first base, and Coach Cody Lewis will look at him real quick before the courtesy runner comes in, which is, I believe, that is Dylan Casper running at first base. Could be wrong, but I believe I saw a number 2 out there, so we'll speculate on that for right now. So Casper is, in fact, running for Link as the courtesy runner, so that brings up Victor Lopez to the plate. First man on base, San Diego, since inning number 1. If you folks can believe that, that is their first base runner in quite some time. Had some bad luck here so far trying to get on base and get some guys moving on the base paths. First pitch on the way, and Lopez hits this one right to first for the second out of the inning. You can even call it a flare, more like a little tough base hit. So 2 outs. Arias, who also chopped out to the mound his first time up. It seems like San Diego has not really, their offense has not really been kickstarted yet. They've really have not had any real chances today. 1 hit is all they have today. That pitch is high for a ball. The throw is almost down the right field line, but luckily sniped by the first baseman. Ball 1 to Arias. But San Diego has had very little, actually I should say there's actually no offense at all today. They have had 1 hit, and that was back in the first inning. Since then they've had nothing. Nothing to show for. This one is low for ball 2, 2-1 now. And like I said before, as well as once more is when they battled them, came back to beat Korea. They had not trailed at all since that 7th inning, and now today they're kind of facing that adversity / unfamiliar scene, you can kind of say, because they have not had to face that at all in their previous 3 games. I mean, the next pitch was in there for a called strike 2-1, but I mean, battling back against Korea was one thing, but after that, I mean, playing the Hawaii Select, playing Australia, then playing Singapore yesterday, they had not trailed at all since then, and they've kind of had to go back to kind of have to go back and flip that switch and get that mindset back when they were down late in that game, down 2, and they made that comeback to say that we got a chance to come back here, as Casper's almost picked off at first base, but the throw was dropped by the first baseman. Correct that, folks. It's actually Connor Bailey running over there. I really couldn't see the number when he first jogged out there. 2-1 the count here on the batter, Arias. 2-1 pitch to Luke. He rips it down the left field line. That's going to be falling in for a base hit. They'll hold the runner at second base. So for the first time since the first inning, San Diego finally has a base hit. And a chance here with men on first and second now with 2-8 to at least cut the lead. They're down 3 here in the 5th inning. That is only San Diego's second hit of this ballgame. Now, again, I'm not being too hard here on San Diego, I don't think, about the offense having a bit of an off day, which I totally get that. You're going to have off days in any sport you play, but it just seems like they just have not really had that same offensive click that they've had in those past 3 games, or 4, I should say, even. Even that game with Korea, they worked around, they worked counts. Work today, they sort of really have not. They've seen maybe 1 to 2 pitches per at bat, and not really have taken a lot of pitches in their bats, which they did back in the first 4 games. As Rosario was a headhunter, swinging at the first pitch over his head for strike 1, 0-1. And the offense was really not been there so far today. 2 hits all day. 2 men aboard, though, finally, for the first time today. 0-1 pitch. That breaking ball is a bit inside for ball 1, 1-1, not by much. The throwback to second base is not in time on the base runner, Bailey. Bailey on second, Arias at first, 2 away, top 5, and San Diego trails the game 3-0. As Rosario's at the plate. 1-1 pitch. He rips it right to the third baseman, who makes the catch to end the inning. So a bit of a little minor rally there for San Diego, but they come up empty for the 5th time today. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Through 4.5 here at the Corp. It's still 3-0 Alani leading. Taking a break, coming back here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Welcome back, folks, to Field A1 at Central Oahu Regional Park. Cal McClure joining you folks back here again, live and in full on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Bottom five getting set to get underway here with Alani still leading San Diego 3-0. San Diego finally got their first hit of the ball game since the first inning when they got a single from Luke Arias. First pitch from Romero is hit in the air to shallow right, and coming on, and making the shoestring grab out there is Victor Lopez for the first out of the inning. So one away here. Bottom five, it's still 3-0 Alani leading. Here's the pitch. Nice breaking ball from Romero in there for a called strike going one. Again, folks, we will say it one more time here. Sure, it's getting old, but we'll say it one more time here again that this game really has no importance or meaning to San Diego. They, again, have already punched their first-class ticket to the playoff party tomorrow at Hawaii Pacific University, while Alani is still battling for their postseason lives for tomorrow, meaning a win and a Korea loss to advance. That pitch is fouled off at the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count, 1 away. Alani leading San Diego 3-0. Hopefully folks have enjoyed all 5 games we have brought you folks here for the preliminary round here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. This is runner to second base with Sario to first in time, out number 2 recorded. So 2 away. And we checked our analytics last night, folks, and pretty quickly that first game we did with Korea has been viewed, I believe, over 80 times already in the past 5 days. All of our games so far have had great views so far on the channel. First pitch is low and in for ball 1, and back to the backstop, 1-0. We will quickly go to the analytics page for you folks real quick and just let you know as the next pitch here on the way is a bit too far inside, and the breaking ball hits the batter, so that is the first man aboard here for the Alani team for the bottom half of the 5th inning. But getting back to my first point here again about the game views so far. The game with Korea has been viewed already, folks, 84 times since it was posted after the game concluded. First pitch is hit towards first. It is scooped up by Peyton, who will tag the bag to end the inning. So no damage done. 2 out hit by pitch. That doesn't haunt San Diego. Nothing for Alani in the bottom half of the inning. Through 5 full, it's still 3-0 Alani leading San Diego. Now, real quick, folks, looking at the numbers real quick for the previous games here on the channel real quick. The current numbers as of right now. The game with Korea has been viewed the most so far at 84 views. So pretty quickly here, the games are becoming pretty hot, becoming a pretty hot ticket here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Now again, folks, tomorrow will be the time it counts most. Tomorrow is the championship day of a tournament, is the final day, so all the games will be tomorrow. And I believe what we have heard is they will be played at Hawaii Pacific University. So for once, we'll have a press box for once and have some shade, instead of us being out here in the exposed sunlight and burning to a crisp out here. So again, tomorrow we'll have playoff baseball tomorrow between the top 4 teams that qualify from each group to the playoff round. And again, we have heard some rumors that the games will be held tomorrow at Hawaii Pacific University. All right, back to the task at hand here. San Diego down 3. Would love to close out the pool play round with a 5-0 perfect record, but right now that looks bleak and blurred and in flames right now. They're down 3-0 here in the top half of the 6th. Romero, Wanamaker, Garcia scheduled 3 here. See if they can get some sort of rally going here to get this thing turned around here. Sure, the game doesn't count for San Diego, doesn't matter for them, but at the same time, you kind of want to have that big wave of momentum here, going there unbeaten at 5-0 perhaps. Romero swinging first pitch, fouls it off, 0-1 count. That one rattled the mask of the catcher. Shaking the cobwebs off, walking around a little bit. He's all right. Iolani 3, San Diego nothing. Top of the 6th inning here. All 3 runs back in the 1st inning for Alani. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for San Diego. That's the staggering number here. They've not scored yet, and they only have 2 hits through play today so far for Alani. 3 runs on 5 hits, also with no errors in the game. 0 on the count, no one out. Top 6 bases are empty. Here's the pitch. That one's inside, and Romero is dinged. Got him in the lower back as well, so painful way to get on base, but you're on base either way. So the leadoff man aboard via hit by pitch. That brings up Dylan Wanamaker. Wanamaker today can say this to his credit. He has one of the 2 hits today for San Diego. He has singled and has grounded out. So down 3, top 6, man on first base. Possibly could see some sort of action play here. Steal, hit and run, a bunt. I don't know. We'll see what happens here with Dylan Wanamaker. Third baseman is close. First baseman holding on the runner at first. Big lead at first base for Romero. First pitch. Wanamaker hits one in the air. Foul out of play. 0-1 count. On the count, and there is nobody out.
I'm sorry.
No balls and 1 strike, 1 away. No one out, I should say. Leadoff man aboard here for San Diego. This one is hit towards second base. It is going to be fumbled. The flip to second base, though, is in time to get the lead runner at second base. The ground ball hit. So Wanamaker save it first on the fielder's choice. It does go 4-6 to erase Romero off the base paths for the first out of the inning. And that will now bring up Nolan Garcia.
Come on, bud. Nice and hard somewhere.
Pitch is outside for a ball. Snap it on first base is not in time. For a ball, 1-1-0. Top 6, it's still 3-0 Alani leading San Diego. San Diego has not led today, much like they did against Korea, until it counted the most. Here's the pitch. That misses low for ball 2, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes, 1 away.
Go, bud. You on 1.
And the pickoff throw is going to get by the first baseman, and down the first baseline. The ball quickly though bounced off that fence and came back out on the field. So an error. Charged. So with that, San Diego has a base runner on second base. That is also, by the way, the first error of the ball game for either team today. So now a chance for Garcia to get the first run of the ball game home for San Diego. 2-0 count, 1 away. 2-0 pitch, breaking ball, missing low for ball 3, 3-0. 1 out, 3-0 count, runner on second, and San Diego trails Iolani 3-0. 3-0 pitch. Outside corner for a called strike, 3-1. Auto take there for Garcia. 3-1 count, one away. Three-one pitch. Garcia just got a piece and fouled it off. Count now runs full 3-2.
Hard, bud.
3-2 pitch. Garcia hits it in the air, shallow on the infield. First baseman will come over and gather it in for the second out of the inning. So a possible chance for San Diego to get back in the ball game. It seems to be dashing in front of their eyes right now. 3-0 the score, top six. Runner on second base.
On the board right here, huh?
And this is the guy you kind of want up here, the big guy and the clutch guy so far this tournament, Jake Van Way. But right now, time will be called here by the Alani manager. San Diego trailing 3-0. Conference on the mound over with. Jake Van Way is on to bat now. If you want a guy that has been clutch and has been big in big-time situations so far this tournament, this is the guy you want up here. Jake Van Way, the hero of Game 1 against Korea, RBI single. That tied and put San Diego ahead for the first time all day in that game. The throw to second base on the pickoff is done in time. Three nothing our score, in favor of Ilani. That pitch is in there for a called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Can Jake Van Way do it one more time here to get his team on the scoreboard for the first time all day? They're down 3 here in the sixth inning with 2 outs. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed for Van Way. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 count, 2 away, man on second base. 0-2 pitch. That is on the outside corner for a called strike 3. Van Way goes down looking. No runs, no hits. The air, though, that made Wanamaker advance to second base is the only damage done here in the hit by pitch. 5.5 complete. It's still 3-0 Alani leading here. Taking a break, and we'll be right back on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. Bottom six set to get underway here at Field Day 1 of Central Oahu Regional Park. Cannon Romero still on the mound here. First pitch floats in there for a called strike, 0-1. San Diego has 3 outs left here to at least try to get back in the ballgame. This pitch is a high fly ball, well out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Milani, 3-run first inning has been the only difference of the game today. Other than that, the teams have traded zeros for zeros here since inning 2. It's been zeros across the scoreboard here, all but inning 1, when Alani tacked on the only 3 runs of the ball game so far here today. Here's the pitch. Slow for ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reminder for any basketball fans out there, coming up at about 42 minutes or so on NBA TV, the 2014-15 NBA schedule will be unveiled. If anyone out there is concerned about the upcoming NBA season. Pitch is fouled off down the first base line for a foul ball. Two to the count, no one out. Bottom 6 here, and it's 3-0 Alani baseball in front. 2-2 pitch on the way. This is hit towards second. Rosario up with it. Gloves it onto first to record the out. So one away here for Cannon Romero here, who's up to 89 pitches. He has really labored hard today. Innings where he threw more than that, he threw 20 or more pitches. Inning 1, 29. Inning 2, 25, and that was it. Other than that, 8, 13, 8, and so far 7. Called strike on the count here. 3-0 Alani leading. Here's the pitch. Hit to deep center field. Garcia ranges over and comes on in to make the catch, so there's 2 away. So 2 away. Two away here. First pitch, breaking ball, floats in for a called strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch, missing high for ball 2, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Slider in the dirt, smothered by Link, 2 balls and a strike. Scheduled 3 to lead off here for San Diego in the bottom half in the top of the 7th inning. As that pitch is low for ball 3, 3-1. Scheduled 3 batters, Lovato, Link, Lopez. They'll need 3 to tie this game up here. 3-1 pitch from Romero. Way high for ball 4, so a 2-out walk issued here by Cannon Romero. He's up to 95 pitches as well here. Check that now, make that 96 pitches here. We'll have a courtesy runner here for number 24 at first base. So 2 away here. And the pitch, actually, that was a pickoff towards first. Runner back in time. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball floats in there again for another called strike, going 1. Here's the pitch. That misses low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike the count now. 2 away, man on first. It's still 3-0 Alani leading. Two one pitch. Upstairs for ball 3, 3-1. That is Romero's 100th pitch of this ball game. 100 pitches and only 55 strikes. Link and Romero talking things over on the mound real quick here. Or check that, actually. Romero's tying the laces back up. Three one count, 2 away. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike, so a full count now. So we'll see the base runner off first base, perhaps take off. Full count, 2 outs, a 3-0 game here in favor of Ilani. Bottom 6 here. And they will check the runner at first real quick. Outs, man on first. All right, here we go. Full count pitch. On the way, runner goes. That is a slider, swung on a miss for strike 3, so the inning comes to a close. So no damage done but that walk. Well, it's last call time here for San Diego. They did it once. Can they do it again? They'll need 3 to tie this game up here. We're heading to the top half of the 7th inning. It's 3-0 Alani. It's rally time for San Diego. We'll be back here in just a moment. It's the last call here for San Diego. They trail 3-0 heading into the top half of the 7th inning of today's game. Ryan Lovato Bailey Link, Victor Lopez. Last 3 chances for San Diego, down by 3. They did it once already this tournament. Can they do it one more time here? We'll see what happens. So buckle up for safety, everybody. 3-0 the score here. 1-0 pitch on the way. That is in there for a called strike 1-1. They'll need 3. They gave up 3 in the first inning, and since then they've put up 6 straight zeros on the Alani side of the scoreboard. Can they come through and crack through finally? 1-1 pitch misses away for ball 2, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike, no one out. In the last inning here, top 7, and San Diego trails by 3. 2-1 pitch on the way to Ryan Lovato. That's low for ball 3, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike, no one out. This is an inning that Alani really needs. 3-1 pitch actually, rather. Breaking ball swung on a miss for strike 2, so now the count full here on Ryan Lovato. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. That breaking ball is low for ball 4. The leadoff man is aboard for San Diego. That brings up Bailey Link to the plate with no one out. So here comes Link. 3-0 the score, top 7. Runner on first. So here's Link. Lopez 2 on deck. First pitch on the way, that's high for a ball. Thrown to first base is not in time. 1 ball, no strikes. San Diego's last comeback win, Game 1 versus Korea, down 2 heading into the top of the 7th inning. They tacked on 3. Here they have trailed all day by 3. They'll need 3 here to tie. They'll need 4 to take the lead. 1 ball, 1 strike now, and no one out. Man on first. 1-1 pitch. That's low. That's going to get by the catcher. Scoots away from him on the pass ball. So Lovato to second base. Double plays out of order. 2 balls and a strike now. No one out. Two balls and 1 strike and no one out. Man on second base for San Diego. Top 7. Down by 3. 2-1 pitch. That one nips Link in the thigh. So he's aboard with no one out, and we're going to have a manager visit here for Alani. Probably going to have a new pitcher here, perhaps. We'll see what occurs out of this here. So a courtesy runner here now for Link. First and second of the situation here. Lopez, the scheduled batter. All right, so Lopez is at the plate now here for San Diego. First and second. First pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, no one out. In case you're wondering, folks, about the playoff round, in San Diego's case, they have not been to the title game in the tournament in 10 years. 0-4 was the last time they got to the tournament final here. That pitch, that one hits Lopez. And apparently, they're going to rule it a ball. So it is a ball. It appeared as if it did get him, but a bit too far inside. But he did just get out of the way of that. Fooled all of us, including myself over here, and the base coaches, and everyone else included. 1-1 pitch. This one is lifted in the air to deep right field. It'll be caught. Runner tags from second base. Throw back in will not be in time. So a productive at bat there to get the runner over from second base to third. So Lovato does tag up. So now Luke Arias with one away here, top 7. Now first and third with one away here. One out, first and third, top 7. San Diego down by 3. Lopez flew out. Lovato tagged up to go to third. First pitch to Arias is a called strike, 0-1. They'll need a base hit here. Can't afford any outs here. Need a base hit. One pitch low and inside for ball 1, 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. First and third in the top of the 7th inning, and San Diego trailing by 3. Here's the pitch. Arias chops it towards short. They will go to second for 1. The throw to first will be in time, and that is how the ball game today comes to an end. A room service 6-4 free double play. This ball game belongs to Iloni, who will keep their hopes of the postseason alive for tomorrow as the game comes to a close with a final score of 3-0. So a tough loss today for San Diego, but with a game that did not really mean too much to them, with them already advancing to the next round of the tournament. They basically did not really come to play today. You can sort of say that in a small fashion. But more importantly, though, it's a bigger win for Ilani. Again, with that win, they keep their chances of getting to the playoff round alive for the tournament again, which will begin tomorrow at Hawaii Pacific University. But our final score was this morning / afternoon. Ilani 3, San Diego nothing. The game line stats for San Diego: no runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ball game, and for Ilani, 3 runs on 5 hits with 1 error. And the tough luck loser today is Cannon Romero. Well, we thank everyone out there for watching the first 5 games of the opening round here on the Calamac 94 YouTube channel. We hope you guys enjoyed our coverage of the first 5 games. We have playoff baseball coming up tomorrow. Game time and place to be determined right now. We'll have more about that, though, when we get official word from Mark Wilson, Al Alvarado, and Victor Yamasaki. Until then, folks, have a safe day. Drive home safely. Thank you all for coming. And good night now. This has been exclusive coverage of the 33rd Annual World Boys Baseball Tournament, folks. Again, our final score today, Ilani Baseball 3, San Diego nothing. See you folks tomorrow for Championship Day. See you folks then. Bye-bye.